So on today's episode, we're going to be using an item that I have searched for and searched for and searched for and had such a hard time finding. You want to know what it is? Tumbling tower blocks. I've never done tumbling tower block DIYs on this channel because in my stores I can never seem to find them. And I looked out and found a box of them randomly. It was about a half a box actually, but I picked up the entire box and we're going to do some tumbling tower DIYs today. So let's jump right in and get started with these projects. So we're going to start out using this acrylic glue that I got from the Dollar Tree, and we're just going to go ahead and glue 3 of the blocks together vertical, and then we're going to glue 3 of the blocks together horizontal, and we're going to do that pattern 4 times, or 2 times I guess, making 4 blocks for our row, and we're going to have 2 rows of 4. So then I try to make this acrylic glue stick. It is not sticking at all. So I decided to go ahead and try to use some wood glue. So I had used wood glue in the past from the Dollar Tree, and I went to 3 Dollar Trees and I couldn't find any of the wood glue. So let me know down in the comments, do they not sell this wood glue anymore? Because I am struggling with this current wood glue. So I'm using Gorilla Wood glue. I've used it on other projects. It works phenomenally. For some reason on these wood blocks, it was not working well. And again, this is like my first time doing these projects. So I don't know if that's why I'm struggling with it, but I tried to do the same pattern again where I'm doing them vertical and then horizontal in my group of 2 of those and making 4 blocks. Then I have all my blocks glued together and I'm going to glue like the whole pattern together, and I decided to go ahead and put a little bit of hot glue, and then I'm using the wood glue as well because I'm pretty sure that I saw that on Crafting My Best Life with Lisa Marie. She does some really amazing wood block crafts, and I'm pretty sure that I saw her doing that combination together, and well, here you go. So mine, I'm like pushing them together and they totally just fall apart, like totally crazy fall apart. So then I'm having to like pick off all the glue. Then I decide I'm going to go ahead and put only dots of glue on the edge and use my wood glue and try and glue it together like that. And it's a crazy process that, I don't know. I don't know if it really worked. I don't know. I guess you guys will see here in a second. Okay, so this is the first time I've ever made these tumbling tower block DIYs, as I mentioned at the beginning, and I'm not gonna lie, this looks really kind of ugly. So I'm struggling here, like I have all this glue and the back part is not even holding. So I'm gonna do something with this back part and see if I can get it to stick, and then we're gonna try and save this. But if you guys have any like tips, or like if you've done a lot of these tumbling tower block DIYs, let me know what I'm doing wrong. Like I had tried to find the wood glue at Dollar Tree, couldn't find the wood glue, ended up using my Gorilla Wood glue. I don't think that was the best option, honestly, and so now I'm using the clear acrylic glue again from the Dollar Tree. So I don't know, I'm struggling. So I'm gonna keep trying and I'm gonna come back and we'll see what has happened with this trivet. All right, so I got this all glued together. It's pretty sturdy. I used more hot glue than wood glue or other glue, which I know that the hot glue makes some gaps. And so anyway, as you can see here on it, there's a little bit of gap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my agave paint, my chalk paint, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add it to some water, and then I'm going to mix that together. I'm going to add some felt pieces on the bottom, and then we're going to have this super cute trivet. So this was a work in progress, but I finally made it through. So here is the end result, and let me know what you guys think about this one. Next project, we're going to create a photo frame wall hanger, and so what we're going to do is we're going to take this board that I got from Hobby Lobby. It was in a pack of 4 in the wood pile section. You can get these on sale. and you can sometimes get them for 40% off or 50% off. We're going to take our tumbling tower blocks and we're going to add them to our water paint mixture so we get a little bit of a stain on here. I love the agave color. It matches my house. I have a lot of Pioneer Woman decor, and so this goes really well in my home. So once those dry, we're going to add them to our wood plank here, and we're going to be doing a grouping of 3 down each side and then 2 in the middle to create our square frame. We're going to do identical each. We're going to make 3 of these, and then once we have those, we're going to glue them onto the board. Once we have them glued onto the board, we're then going to take our clothespin and we're going to attach our clothespin to the top of our wooden frames, and then we're going to attach a picture, and that is it for this simple project. Definitely one of my favorites of the day. Let me know what you guys think about this one. So I love to play dominoes, and one of the things that is so helpful when you're playing dominoes is having a domino tray. And when I saw the tumbling tower blocks and I was kind of thinking of planning out this video, I was like, yes, these would make a great domino tray. So that's what we're going to create, is a couple of domino trays. So we're going to start out with 4 tumbling tower blocks, and we're going to lay one flat, and then we're going to lay another one standing up next to it, and then another one laying flat, and then another one standing up. So you have 2 laying flat and 2 standing up, one like alternating each other. We're going to make 10 groups of that. Once we have the 10 groups of that, we're then going to go ahead and add another block. We're going to glue that on top of the ones that are standing up because we want to have like a secure place for our domino to sit in. We're going to go ahead and glue another 20 of those blocks on top of each one of those groups, and then once we have that all grouped together, then we're going to glue each individual group together to make the tray. So I decided to go ahead and do only 7 instead of 10 because 10 seemed a little bit too long. So we're going to go ahead and only glue 7 of these together. I decided to go ahead and add one more of the blocks in the front of the tray just because I felt like it needed a lip for your front dominoes. So one of my very favorite things to collect is old recipe books and old recipe cards. And so I'm going to make a recipe card holder. So we're going to start out with making the base of our box, and we're going to go ahead and just use this as a guide. We're going to need 5 or actually 3 rows of 5. So we're going to go 3 lengthwise and we're going to go 5 down. And we're going to go ahead and glue those all together using some hot glue. So then once we get our base on, then we're ready to go ahead and do the sides of our box. We're going to go ahead and lay our box we're going to lay our box on the side, and then we're going to just see how many we need. So we're going to need about 3 on each side. So we're going to go ahead and attach those in a group of 3 first, and then we're going to need about 4 rows of 3. So we'll go ahead and glue our 4 rows of 3 together, and then we'll glue all of the rows together. So we'll have 4 rows of 3, and then we'll glue each of those rows together to make one panel. We're going to turn our guide here on its side, and we're going to be having 2 blocks per for the side pieces. So we're going to need 4 rows of 2, and then we'll go ahead and glue all of those 4 rows together to make another panel, and we'll do that twice so that we have all the panels created and glued together. Once we have all of the panels glued and created together, then we're ready to assemble our whole box. So we're going to go ahead and take each one of our panels, and we're going to start with our bottom set, and we're going to do the sides first, and then we'll go ahead and glue the side panels, or the other side panels onto each of the box. Once that is secure, then we are ready to go ahead and add our recipe cards. Now you could add a top to this if you wanted to. I have been struggling with the tumbling tower blocks in assembly, so I decided not to do the top, but you could add hinges and create a top that moved as well. So as I got my box put together, I got out my recipes, and this is the size of my recipe cards and inserts, and as you can tell, here is my box. So if I try to insert those into the box, they don't fit, so it's a little bit of a bummer. However, because I did make this the size of the index cards, I am going to go ahead and use this box as just an office supply desk insert for my index cards, and they do fit really nicely into the box. So here it is styled for you guys. Let me know what you think about it. I really like how it turned out, and I'm excited to use it on my desk. Oh my goodness, that was a journey. Thank you guys for sticking with me if you are here at the end. And if you want some more inspiration, I have another video here on the screen that I think you will love. As always, wherever you are in your journey is a perfect place to start. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!